This is the outside of the Elddis Majestic 105. As we move along, we will firstly come to the flue for the boiler. We do not need to do anything with these particular flues. There's no covers that come off. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it and try to avoid spraying too much water at it when washing the motorhome. As we move along, just tucked down here are the flues for the actual space heater. Again, like the boiler, we don't really need to do anything with them, but just make sure that nothing is obstructing them. Above that, both vents for the Dometic fridge. Try to avoid spraying too much water at these when washing the motorhome, and again, as they are flues, avoid blocking them. The cassette toilet is just located here. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the lever and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold the button in just here, this will release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. And by turning this section here, it allows us access inside for easy cleaning. If we do need to gain full access inside, this whole section here can be removed. At the moment this arrow is pointing to the locked point. By twisting this round so the arrow goes to here, will allow this part to come out. All of these cassettes are now on wheels with extendable handles. Tucked down in the corner here is the grey water drain, so anything that goes down your plug holes goes into the holding tank and is drained off at this point just here, just literally by turning. The spare wheel is just underneath the motorhome at this point here, and it winds down from where my finger is just here. So in the jack and wheel brace kit there's a bar that locates in this hole, and then you attach the brace to it to wind the spare wheel down. Rear camera just here, and we then have the Fiamma bike rack just here. To use the bike rack, just pull the rails down and then place the wheels of the bikes into the rails themselves, and then attach these straps through the wheels. Then attach the arms to the frames to secure them. Freshwater tank fill just here, so as you can see this can be locked. Just push in, twist around, give it a bit of a wiggle to remove the cap. Pop your hose pipe in to fill up the freshwater tank. Freshwater tank drain just here, exactly the same in principle as the waste drain. Again, just turn to drain the tank down. And above that we have the gas locker. So there is room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off that regulator and screws into the propane bottle just here and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. And above that we have some storage. Extra security lock just here. And the battery locker just here. So the leisure battery is located just there, and then mains hookup just pops on there. Above my head is the Proster roll-out awning. To roll it out, take the awning winding handle and pop it in just at this point here, and then begin to wind to allow the canopy to come out. As you can now see, I've wound the canopy out a short distance, and I can now drop the legs. So the legs are sprung loaded, so just push in here, slightly lift up on this grey lever, and then the leg can be pulled out and dropped to the ground. Get the height that you require, and then snap up the grey lever to lock the leg into position, and then do exactly the same again with the other leg. And then once the legs are dropped down and the awning is at the height that you require, continue rolling the canopy out, walking the legs out. I always prefer to do it this way because it's then not putting too much stress on the side of the motorhome. These canopies will roll out about 2.5 meters in total, basically until these arms go virtually straight. Diesel fill just here, and the cap unlocks on the ignition key. Tyre pressure's just here, and jack and wheel brace kit just sits underneath the passenger seat. Vehicle battery sits underneath the floor of the cab just here, and the bonnet release is just here.